Today we are looking at the Stokely Discs Owl. I will throw the numbers up on the screen here. I think it's a 3-speed with 3 fade, 3503 I believe. And we're gonna be comparing it to my Zone, which is a 4303. I just have a money stamp Zone. Much more flat versus the Owl here. And we'll do a side-by-side comparison on a flat surface for the edge, but basically the Owl is a little slower than the Zone, I think it looks like. Maybe a higher shoulder, it's just a little bit fatter, a little bit more of a slower profile disc. It does say mid-range on here, but the man himself has called this an approach disc many times, and that's what it is. So, and Scott Stokely has said it's unlike any other approach disc. He's also said it's between like a Zone and a Zone OS. He said you throw it straight out there, right? The whole thing is it's hunting its prey, then it just dies right onto the spot you want it to land. So we'll see how straight it goes for how long until it dies, or if it's kind of glidey as it dies. But yeah, this pop top that it has, I believe is how it's meant to be. I tried looking at it a little bit online, which I don't normally like to do before I do reviews. And it looked like that's how they're made, I think. If that's wrong, let me know in the comments. Yeah, that doesn't tell you too much. That was a lot of hyzer. Oh, wow. But yeah, it's hard to tell with that wobble of my forehand. We'll get into some holes, get some throws in, see what we think. It feels really good though. The plastic feels good, and I'm not even really a feel guy. The Zone has just always felt sort of slightly uncomfortable in my hands, especially in a backhand. That feels good in both. The inside of the rim's a little deeper than a Zone, I think. The Zone's a little thinner. So if you like just a tiny bit of deepness, and it fills the hand nice on a backhand, I think, probably because it's a little slower, a little fatter edge. Ah, dang it. It's not that bad. I was looking for a little bit of anhyzer. There's a throw. That was actually a great second throw with the Owl. Maybe the first good throw with it. Oh wow, nice. Good stick. And Zone was pretty much same spot. It's a little more right. Dang it. Also, speaking of the Owl, if it'll focus, you can get one right now on sausydg.com. Use my code ACFrisbee for 10% off. Have yourself a good time. They do help support the channel though, and they support their local scene, so you should definitely go check them out. So far, I think it's definitely a tad more stable than the Zone, and definitely slower than the Zone. I'm gonna try kind of the same little forehand thing. This is like 270, 260 downhill. Try and put it on a little bit of anhyzer, not too much, because I flutter. And hopefully put it in the basket. We'll go Zone first. Yeah. Okay. I think that's pin high, maybe a little past. So with this Owl, I'm gonna try and give it a little more air, because it will not get there if I do that same throw. Oh, wow. Okay. It got there. That is not really what I meant to do, but a good show of its stability, I guess. Yeah, this is actually really nice. A little short by like, I don't know, 25 feet or something. I left this disc on the last couple holes back because I was throwing a bunch. That's why you don't do that. Okay. As I was saying, this hole is way too long for me to reach with these discs. So I'm gonna try, throw it flat, maybe Anheuser, show you guys how they fly on backhands. I feel like I haven't done that. Yeah, there it is. Kind of. Yeah, that thing kind of just dies. A little bit. Just a little bit. Last attempt to try and throw these on Anheuser. Again, this is a hole that's kind of too far for these, for me. It's like 290. I'm gonna try and go left to this middle tree with Anheuser, hopefully with a lot of Anheuser, because I need them to kind of go straight. So it's not really a shot I'm great at, but it's a shot that we're trying. Yep, that was Anheuser. It just fights out quick. Well, there you have it. The Stokely Discs Owl. To compare it to the zone, I would say it's a slower zone that is a little more stable, a little more overstable. I don't know how people say that. Sometimes people think stable means more straight. So, more overstable than the zone and slower. So, if that's what you're looking for, you should definitely pick these up. Also, I think it has better hand feel than the zone, especially with backhand. I don't really love the zone backhand, but I don't know. Do I want to bag something slower in my zone? Maybe I put this in because I have a pyro and another overstable mid that are kind of nice on forehand. So maybe this would complement those better in the zones. The zone's pretty close to those. That's, I'll have to think about that, actually. So I don't know if I'll bag it yet. Definitely, I don't know, obviously there's a lot of disc I haven't tried, but I don't know what disc would be a perfect comparison for this. If you guys know a slower, more overstable zone, let me know. It's not a Zone OS. I feel like this isn't quite Zone OS territory because I can actually throw this places. The Zone OS, I can't really. Very interesting disc. It definitely, like he says, dies to the target. This thing is kind of wanting to, like, just stop almost, which for an am arm like me, I don't know if that's exactly great, but if you're throwing, if you got a little pump in your stump, it's probably a really nice disc. It doesn't go as straight as I was hoping, for as long as I was hoping, and then dump. It's kind of just like overstable. And I do have some other Stokely discs and the Ching Disc Juju that I'm gonna come out with videos later that I'm super pumped about, so stay tuned for those. I'm trying to post every Tuesday or Wednesday, every week. It was Sunday, moved it. I think it'll be Wednesdays. But yeah, check out my other videos, like and sub, all that good stuff if you enjoyed. Really appreciate you guys watching. That's really cool, because I really like doing these videos. And yeah, check out Saucy DG, the sole sponsor of this channel. And you guys have a good week.